This is Paul. Yes. Now, there's what's called the ultimate object of the game. Yes. Is to checkmate the opponent's king. Now, this object of the game, yeah, this is what we're playing today. I'm going to checkmate you. You thought you were the king. Now, I've documented quite a few different crimes. Yes. And you said, well, we just can't enforce the law. But when you get checkmated, you're out. The game is over for you. It's the end of the world. It's something that a lot of us don't want to experience, but I have actually played this as if you were going to prison and I was going to sue you. And as much as you dislike that as a chief of police, a sheriff, a judge, a justice, an oath of office, I am playing the game with the ultimate object of checkmating you so that you don't get out of prison. Now, for those 4 million Americans that are liable for the enforcement of the laws, it's going to feel like the end of the world. Pooh. They're going to prison, yes, and I'm going to sue them for everything that they will ever own, yes. And when you decided that you were going to take my sons without any due process, you were going to believe my wife is saying that, well, he's crazy. I decided you're going to be checkmated. It's going to be the end of the world. Now, we have a lot going on in the world. And as much as you thought monetary policy or technology or who you know is more important than what you know, I always looked at it as if it were the end of the world. Now, there's what's known as civilization. For all of those that thought, yes, that this civilization will never end, yes, it's actually been documented that a lot of civilizations have ended. And from what I understand of civilization, yes, the reason for the failure of it was because no one wanted to enforce the laws. Now, when you set yourself up, yes, as being that special somebody, yes, that never gets arrested, pooh, you're too big to fail. Yes. I said, no, you are not too big. Because I thought that civilizations were there for the protection of the inhabitants. Yes. Now, you have always said, well, I'm the one individual that you will not enforce the laws for, but you're going to. And then you're going to give me my sons. I'm sorry. But whomever you think you are, we're playing a game called the end of the world. And your personal end of the world experience, yes, where everything ends, you end up in prison and you lose everything that you have, yes, I'm the individual that's going to checkmate you. I'm that king that you didn't want to recognize. Yes. Now, um, I just want you to understand, yeah, you can't use forgery to issue court orders. You can't have a payroll where you decide that if you pay, you do what I say. Oh, you just can't do it. Now, I've documented a lot of crime, and all of those crimes will have to be prosecuted. And my thought was that if you are personally liable for any knowledge of felony, yes, you'll get sued for misprision of felony. Now, for the 4 million American citizens that said, well, you just can't do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put every one of you in prison. I have lots of prisons, and I can make a lot more prisons right now. I can make prisons that are good for 20, 30, 40 years, and I can design them to be recycled when I'm done using them. Now, let's look at this. This is a city. Yes. You have the city manager plan. Oh, the city manager, ooch, city council. Then you have law. Those judges, right? finances, safety, you have police officers, public works, public welfare and health, utilities and transit and personnel. Now, these cities, right, strong mayor plan, city council, municipal judges, local laws, franchises, city clerk, budget. Now, this idea of the strong mayor, yeah, it appoints directors, commissioners, boards to administer. Public welfare, safety, law, civil service, public works, utility, transit, city planning. Yes. Now, for every individual that is an oath of office that said, well, I can't be sued for violating my oath. If you have the knowledge of felony, it's misprision of felony and it does violate your oath of office. And as important as you said you were, because you're that king or queen of any city, yes, I'm that king that's playing checkmate. Pooch, you're going to enforce the laws of the United States. You're going to do it. You will never cover up any knowledge of any crime of the United States.